Carlos was disponible. Our pastor spoke to him. I met him. I'm so glad I went that day to meet him. He's an awesome guy. He's an awesome guy. He's an awesome musician. He's a humble guy, which is to me, I see that as the most important thing. Because it doesn't matter how good we are as musicians, or we always have to keep our humbleness.
Yes, yes.
So I really appreciate how Carlos has been over the short amount of time that I've known you, man. You're an awesome guy, and I thank God that He put you in my walk. And you're truly a blessing, and I hope this jam session was awesome for you, man.
Yes.
And once again, happy birthday, and I'm also happy that you let me, invite a couple of my friends, closest friends, that came to join me today. But I'm actually really happy and privileged to get to know you, man. And I look forward to the many years of jam sessions and everything, man.
Yes.
God bless you, man.
Isaac.
What's up, bro? Hi, guys. I'm Isaac.
Isaac.
It's like an AA meeting. Hi. I just want to say it's an honor to be here. First of all, thank you for inviting me. Me recuerdo. I remember when I met Carlos. It was one of the services where I was preaching at, and I feel honored to say that I was the vessel God used to bring them back to the Lord. And everywhere I go, and any post that you may put or anything, when anybody says anything, I'm like, oh yeah, I know him,
Yeah.
and it's a pleasure to meet people that love the Lord, but they're not stuffing it down people's throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so much religiosity going around, and that kind of pushes people away. But to be loving, to love Christ, and to love people, and just be nonchalant about it, it's one of the many qualities that He has, and it's a pleasure and an honor, like he was saying, to be part of this and to be part of your life, and I'm sure that everybody else in here is not here simply to play music, but because you set this up, to back you up. You know what I mean? It's not, seriously, I mean, there's been other people that have tried to do the jam sessions, and they go really sour really fast, and to understand your point of view and your perspective on it, don't change, brother. Keep pressing forward. God has many things for you and your wife. And no matter what you've gone through, no matter what you're going to go through, God still has a promise and a word over your life. Amen? So continue to move forward.
Amen.
Anybody else?
Donna.
How's it going, guys? I'm Adonis.
Hi, Adonis.
I haven't known Carlos for that long, I'll be honest with you. I haven't known him for that long. I've known him maybe for about two months now. Pero I can really, I'm gonna go Spanglish on y'all. Pero I can say, from the first time I met him, I went to buy a keyboard at the place where he works. And he was like, hey man, don't you play for Pablito? I'm like, yeah. I've seen you too. And, pero right off the bat, he was very humble, very welcoming,
Yeah.
He didn't, showboat or nothing, and, we just had a really good, man-to-man conversation, down to earth. And, one thing I can say is that, it has been truly a blessing, to get to know him, and, the years to come, también, but I appreciate you reaching out to me, giving me this opportunity to come and, learn from other people también and opening these doors for me. And primeramente, gracias a Dios, and, and happy birthday. That's all.
Thank you, yes.
Jose, you want to say next? Anybody else? Jonathan, Pastor Jose. We're going to leave the pastor for last. If anybody else want to go?
El famoso Javier Melodico. Nah, you honestly, since I know you from afar for a long time, because I remember I came years ago with my grandpa. He's good friends with your father-in-law, and like I remember coming years ago and seeing your mom, like, man, he's nasty, and then like I remember the first time we actually came cross paths on a more intimate level was when we met up at Samash, and we just seen each other out of nowhere. Me and Jesse, unfortunately, couldn't be here today, but me and Jesse were jamming, and we were having some fun, doing a little worship, and I was like, he goes to church, because I forgot your face. I won't lie, I forgot your face, but I was like, he goes to church, because as soon as you started playing, it started jamming along with us, vibing with it, went on live and everything. I was like, oh yeah, he goes to church, But, I mean, since then, it's been nothing but pretty much good vibes. Like since then you connected then and you connect now still. It's still a thing where it doesn't matter. You didn't even know if I could play that well. You invited me to go to a service and was like, let me see how you play. And you didn't know if I could play well or not. You didn't know. I still honestly say that I don't play well, but I think that at the end of the day, you're going to be and have been a great influence for a lot of young musicians that I've seen even in the last jam session where you give a lot of young musicians opportunity. Keep going with that same mentality, because it used to be where churches would have 3, 4, 5 musicians lined up, and now there's barely a guitar player, barely a bass player, barely anything in the churches now. You're really becoming a huge impact, a huge influence in the community. So I want to thank you for that. Happy birthday. Amen.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey.
A little loud. I don't know. Well, I didn't even know your name was Carlos. I think it was Javier Melodico. I actually thought your last name was And I think I've known you maybe like for a few months. And in my church, I'm involved in music, but I've been pushing to the side because of other responsibilities. But when I met you, you kind of like brought that back in me, that musician spirit, and your humility is just it amazes me, because your level and your humility is something that you don't see in many musicians. And I've been playing for a while, and I rarely come and run across musicians like that. And I feel like musically, like my brother musically. I don't know. I just know you got me. When you play and I play, I'm like, yeah. You know, we had like some at the same taste and connection in music, and I'm really humbled that you invited me here. And I'm Dominican. I grew up in house parties, but this is one of my favorite type of parties. Musicians, yeah. If I could do this every weekend, I would do this every weekend. Thank you for the opportunity, and happy birthday.
Anybody else? Any of Carlos' friends? You?
Hey guys.
Hi.
My name is Luis.
Hi, Louis.
So I can say that I'm pretty sure the one who knows him for like a month or something like that. Not a lot, like nothing about a lot of experience, but I remember that day that I went with Junita to Samash. I've seen him before on Facebook playing piano, like Jeffrey said. I thought that your last name was Melodico, by the way. I was like, ooh, I want the last name. I was like, I want that last name. I don't know how, but I want it. And I was like, I want him to teach me how to play the piano. And I went in and I saw him, and we was just talking, and he was like, show me what you got. And long story short, I ended up showing him how to play a couple stuff in merengue. Never thought that was gonna happen, but hey, it happened. But long story short, you actually pushed me to get where I am now. I've seen your videos. I never thought that I was gonna meet you, but I've seen your videos, and I'm like, I want to be like this guy. Well, and last thing that I know is that some of your chords, I already have it. I've been stolen them. I'm sorry. They're just nasty. I just have to. But happy birthday, man, and keep moving forward.